Okay, good stuff. So welcome everybody and welcome to our chapter 8 training session tonight. So chapter 8, just a quick review, is a brand new network marketing company that has just launched on the 16th of June. That is when we started. And so we have been, what's the date today? Not even 2 months yet, almost 2 months old. We're very excited. Exciting things are happening. We've got awesome products. Our products are digital products, most of them. So our flagship product is the Little Black Book. A Little Black Book is basically just a miniature CRM system that helps you remember birth dates, helps you remember callback reminders, and has a very cool feature where you can send your infinite online business profile. Your infinite online business profile is your digital presence online. We're living in a digital world, guys. So for you to be able to have a digital presence is important because you can then share that digital presence from one electronic device to another electronic device very easily. So it is very important that you get yourself, your entire business, who you are, on a digital presence. And then you can then go and you can showcase yourself on this digital infinite online profile. The infinite online profile can be set up in various ways. So you choose your color, you choose your theme, you choose what business you want to share on it. It's got a whole bunch of multiple links, which we call to action buttons, that you can also have on. It can download all your contact details into a CSV file. A CSV file is an internationally recognized file that your phone knows that this is a contact that you can save on your phone. So it's got all of those features and it's got all of those things that you can use and that you can make use of. Okay, so what we've also done is now we don't just have the product, we don't just have the company, but Carl and I, Carl on this side of me, he's my partner in crime. So the both of us, we are co-founders of Chapter 8. So when we decided how are we going to get started with Chapter 8, now we've got a company, we've got a product, how are we going to market the product? We looked at various ways. Are we going to just get salesmen to sell the product, or how are we going to do it? And we looked into network marketing. And when we looked into network marketing, we realized that this is an incredibly powerful way to get a product into the industry, to market it. And so we sat many hours, we pulled up a compensation plan, a very comprehensive compensation plan. So now, not just do you get paid for or get paid commission for your efforts, but what you can do is you can now build an entire team and leverage off the efforts of your team. To me, that is a mind-blowing concept. People helping people. So I help you be successful in your business, and in turn, you and I grow. I love that concept. I love how that just turns the entire business world on its head, where it's not a dog-eat-dog world out there, but it's a business of where I help you and together we grow. Isn't that such a model business, if done correctly? So we need to do it correctly. So we've got a compensation plan, and we can go into the compensation plan in a little bit more detail. We also have a training that we go into more detail, which is called the 6-5 plan, where we show you a roadmap, a plan where you can earn a passive income of 6,500 Rand within a year. Okay, so when we just check for the announcements, and then we will announce when we're going to have that training session again. We call that the 6-5 plan, where we teach our network how to earn a passive income of 6,500 Rand within a 12-month period using the compensation plan that we have put together. So we also have what we call our Infinite Smart Business Card. That is, if I can quickly pull mine out of my wallet, I'll show it to you. It's a small little credit card sized card. This card is built on NFC technology, so it has an NFC chip in it. So basically what happens is, if you take this card to an NFC-enabled device and you then tap it to that device, let me get my phone ready, I can show you. Then what it will do is it'll take you straight to your Infinite online profile. I don't know if you can see that now. Oops, there we go. So you can see there that it takes you to your Infinite online profile. which we can set up through Little Black Book and also through the Infinite card. So that is just a quick summary of who we are, what we do, and why we are here. But we have a whole bunch of network marketers now. The company is growing at a steady rate, but it's picking up momentum. So what we want to do is, I want to just take a little bit of time in helping and showing you how to build and how to network, how to approach people, what to say. And it's not that complicated. It is very simple. But once you've got the basics, then all you need to do is you just then need to sit down and you need to get yourself a DMO. What is a DMO? A daily method of operation. Is that right? Did I say that right, Tia? A daily method of operation. Yes. Some people, there we go. There I got a thumbs up, Zainab. Thank you very much. All these people that understand network marketing terminology. Your DMO, daily method of operation, and also a WMO, a weekly method of operation. So some people set themselves an hour a day, and in that hour a day, they've got things and tasks that they need to accomplish. Some people have weekly methods of operation. So on a Monday, I do this. On a Tuesday, I do this. On a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, and on a Saturday. So they have their whole week planned out. And so you can have DMOs on WMOs, you know, and you can combine it, but whatever suits you. So you look at how much time I've got, and then you plug that into your daily method of operation or your weekly method of operation. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple of scripts. So how do you approach someone? So the main thing is we all want to build a business and we all want to make money. So there are a couple of ways how we can approach someone. We need to figure out what we're going to do. The very first one is this person going to be a customer? Or is this person most likely going to be part of my network where I build them and where they then help me build my network and I help them build their network? So are they interested in the business side of it, making money, or do they only want to use the product? So that you got to assess in the beginning, and that's very difficult. But that comes with a little bit of practice and also just knowing who the person is. If you know the person and you want to approach them, you know that a lot of people have negative connotations attached with network marketing. So you might not want to approach them with network marketing straight away or whatever. The easiest way is just, hey, have a look at my Infinite Online profile. So from Little Black Book, you send them your Infinite Online profile and you tell them, have a look at it. What do you think of my profile? Or you can say, hey, check out my new online profile. Please, will you do me a favor and just test my buttons? Just check that they go to all the correct links. You know, that is also a flippin' awesome way of how you can get someone just to start interacting with them. And they can then start asking you more questions. You know, what is this about? You know, can I also have one like that? And, you know, then if they interact with you with regards to that, then you can approach them on two ways and you can say, okay, they want one. They want an Infinite Online profile. And to me, that is the easiest way where I can start, where I can enter, is with my Infinite Online profile. So with my Infinite Online profile, then they say, okay, they would like one. Oh, yes, before I carry on. Another way is to ask them for a character reference. So you ask them to send you a character reference. And in Little Black Book, there are the links. Okay, when you go to your contact, then you are able to go to the link. I wonder if I should just quickly share my screen and then I can just show you that quickly. We'll just quickly do that. In Little Black Book, you can just quickly go and you can then just request these things. Let me show that to you. Share my screen. There we go. So if I go into Little Black Book, you can then go, let me just go back, dashboard. Okay, so you can then go and you can then go to your person's contact list at the bottom there. You click on contact list. In the contact list, Paul, I hope you won't mind me using you as an example here. Click on Paul. I know Paul is in the audience tonight. And then there are all the buttons that you can send that person. So you can send them your Infinite Online profile. If you click on that button, that'll send them the Infinite Online profile. You can request a birthday.
Neil,
yes.
Why is request birth date in gray?
Why is it gray?
Yes, why is it grayed
Oh,
out?
because
Rest or what?
I've clicked on it. So that is the hover color. So when I hover over it, or if I long click on it, then it changes color. You see that?
Okay, Neil, just another question to add on to what Carl has said now. I know you sent me a birthday request yesterday and I filled it in.
Yes.
So should that not disappear then, so that it's not an option to send it again to the same person?
Well, actually, as a matter of fact, from here, I can send it again. But on the previous screen, you see there your birthday under Paul is green. So green means that you have filled in your birthday. So I know that I've got your birthday.
No, I understand that. But what I found on one of the people responded to me this morning and filled in their birthday via the system, but it didn't green out their button on the contact list.
Okay, if you send that information to me afterwards, then we can have a look at why that is happening. Absolutely, I'll have a look.
Yeah, I think, like I said, my account is spooking me and you. So yeah.
Yeah, whenever I see you message me or sending a voice note, then I'm like, oh, what's coming? Okay, any case. So, but what I wanted to show is from here, you can then send your information. You can also request a testimonial from here. Those are very good because if you go into your Infinite Online profile and you go and have a look at your testimonials, those are powerful. These are personal messages that people send about your character, you know, and when people have a look at that, that is just, that is incredible. And it gives you a lot of credit, you know, when people have a look at your testimonials. There is an example of my online profile, my Infinite Online profile. Okay, so what I do is I use the Infinite Online profile and I use Little Black Book to send information to get in the conversation going, to start asking. Maybe I can have people ask me, hey, listen, yeah, that is cool, that is awesome. Or even if they don't, then what I do is I then afterwards, I'll ask them about that. Hey, would you like to have a Infinite Online profile? We are living in a digital world and it's important to have one for your business. I think you will like this, or I think you will enjoy this, or whatever. Okay. So that is the one approach, is showing them the stuff through Little Black Book and then let them join because they've seen something that you like. But I would like to focus a little bit on cold approaches. The reason why I would like to focus on cold approaches is if you look at any successful person in network marketing, 99% of their network is made up of people who they haven't known before. Okay, so their success comes from people, 99% of the people in their network that has made their network successful or their business successful is people who they do not know. And I mean, look at this as an example. Here I have people, the only person that I've known before in this group is Carl. Everybody else in this group I haven't known before. And here we are building relationships. And that is exactly what Little Black Book stands for. Taking strangers and making them contacts, and then taking those contacts and making them friends. You see, and here it is happening right in front of our eyes. None of us, I haven't known any one of you, but now we are building relationships. And that to me is all of this powerfully in effect. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to go and I would like to show you how you start contacting cold markets. Okay, you need to find a way of whether you are using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or however you're going to use that to start building momentum. But you have to get people to the point where you can approach them, where you can send them a message. And the idea of sending them a message is to see if they are open to a business idea. Oh, fantastic. I see here Tia says she found Estelle on TikTok. TikTok. That's the Afrikaans version of TikTok. The South African
That's actually
version.
quite.
TikTok.
No, it's Tok-Toki.
Okay. Yes,
That's
Tom.
actually quite interesting. How did you find her on TikTok?
I don't think Tia wants to respond.
Okay, we'll find that out at a later stage on our chat group. Maybe.
Sorry, you have to be muted. I'm sure there's a lot of noise in the background. Tia has a very busy household. Okay,
We'll find
so okay, so yes, the thing is message. You have to get that message out. So someone might like something that you've posted, someone might like or respond to something that you have posted, either that being on Facebook, TikTok, any one of your social media that you like. I think I heard someone wanting to say something while I'm busy sharing my screen.
Yes, Neil, it was me. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have been obviously doing a lot of self-development and stuff like that. And I'm just in a catch-22 as to the approach right now, because I do like what Yolandi put out the other day. And because we are selling a product and it's something that can be used in the business both ways, the little black book or the card. But I also know when they talk about building networks and people and teams and stuff like that, that you don't always want to give away what you're doing. You want to create what they call curiosity posts as well. So for instance, do you feel that we should maybe make it a mix-up of being direct with someone or creating a curiosity post where the person wants to know more so that you actually attract them rather than looking for them yourself?
Okay, well, I would use both. Definitely, I would use both, because it might take a lot of people a long time to get to you. I will give you an example, Paul. People who I have approached, and I've approached very directly, was you, if you can remember. Tia, I approached very direct, I approached Tia, and who was the other people? And Yolandi also I approached. Actually, as a matter of fact, the very first time I approached Yolandi, I don't know if you remember, but you said straight out, no. No, I'm happy where I'm at. I do not actually belonging. Okay, so, and also that is another lesson to learn is, a no isn't always no. It is not right now, I'm not interested, but not right now. And that person might be interested later on. And that is where all your other posts come into play, because that person might then watch and see what you are doing. And then one day they might look at it and say, well, let me just quickly check. Hey, Neil, what is this all about now? Okay, I might be ready now. Let me see what this is about. And that is exactly the path that I walked with Yolandi. Exactly that path. Okay. So yes,
Neil?
I would do it both ways. Yes, Paul.
So yeah, just two things that stood out in what you just commented on now. Yes, you took 3 of us and you directly approached us. Now, I would just like to point out why you did that, because you went on Facebook, which is one of the mediums that we can use, and you actually went into our profiles and you saw something in us that you believed could use the product. And that is like what you are trying to say now. When
Exactly.
we're looking for people, we can either look directly at who we can qualify, and then once we qualify them, we can suggest to them that the product can help them. Then a second point that you brought up about no's. I know a lot of the time on most of your platforms, the ladies are more active than the guys. And I found this being a guy myself, that when you approach a lady, they generally are very multitask type of people. So the thing is, are you approaching them at the right time? And yes, like you say, Yolandi might have said no because she didn't have time to look at it right then, but she might have really needed the product, which obviously she does because she's in it now. But the thing is, do we choose the right time to approach people? Look when they're active, look when they're busy, try and look into what they're doing before you approach them, because sometimes some people don't like to be spammed straight away. That little bit of a relationship builder, icebreaker, I think needs to also just be thought of. When do you do it and how do you do it?
Well, thanks for that input. Yes, I think it's very valuable. However, the thing is, I don't like to think of it too much, because I can overcomplicate something myself. I am the type of person that can easily overcomplicate something. So I've learned with myself, just do it. For me, I'll rather do something before it's perfect, and then just roll with the punches. Because I remember when I grew up, when it was time for me to study, those were the times when my desk was the neatest. Because for me to study, that pen had to be in place, this book had to be in place, this all, so I found time in setting my desk right so that it could be the perfect studying conditions, but I never ended up studying. That was my excuse to get out of studying, was I'm busy, I am actively involved in getting ready to study, but I never studied because I was too busy doing other things, because I didn't want to study, or I was like postponing it the whole time. So, but look at it. Let me use you as an example, Paul. I messaged you 10 o'clock at night on Facebook. I sent you a direct message, not expecting that you were going to message me straight back. What happened? We ended up chatting for 2 hours that night on Facebook. I went to bed like at 12 o'clock, and then I was still busy, and then 1 o'clock, and I don't know what happened that night, but it all went crazy.
Can I tell everyone how I felt?
No, if you, maybe, as long as you don't embarrass me.
I don't want to embarrass you, but I just want to explain quickly. Yes, Neil answered or got hold of me late at night, but when you're a child and you know that Christmas is coming or your birthday's coming, and there's a present under the tree, or they're hiding a present for you on your birthday, and you just want to open it. That was the feeling. That was the feeling that Neil left with me, because it was late at night. He explained this whole situation to me, and then I had to wait, and it was killing me. It was seriously killing me, because I wasn't like you, Lundy. I from the start was on it. I understood it. I liked what he was saying. I just wanted to see what was happening with this whole thing. So yeah, I mean, you get total opposites. Sometimes some people will buy it straight because they understand the vision, they understand how valuable it is. But on the other hand, you're going to get people that will take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to see something.
Absolutely.
Before they understand how valuable it is, because they first want to see how it works for others.
And that is why we cannot prejudge. We cannot make our minds up for people before the time. Tia says, I thought to myself, this must be another trading thing. Yeah, well, yeah. So people have a lot of preconceived ideas. I just want to go back. I just want to see. Okay, so let me get into this. So what you need to do is you need to get to the point where you want to approach the person. You want to approach them and you want to send them a message. So a lot of times I want to build relationships. So for me, it is a relationships thing. I think you will notice that as you get to know me. As at the end of the day, for me, I really want to, at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, I want to build a relationship with you. I want to build a friendship with you. And so that is my whole feel when I approach you. I really do think about, I do have scripts that I use, and I'm going to share some of those scripts with you tonight. I do have scripts, but when I type out a script, I don't copy and paste and just send. I do go and I do view your profile. I try and find out as much as I can about you that before I approach you, as you know, depending on the time. If there is something that strikes me immediately, and then I just go on with that. If there isn't anything, then I look for something more. Okay, so absolutely. So Leanne says yes, there is the curiosity. So we do that. However, we need to get to the point where we just ask that question. And that is how you're going to build your team fast, is instead of waiting for people to respond to what you put out there into the world, okay? you will have a much more successful approach when you are proactive in just contacting people. So the very first script that I have is on a cold market. Let me see, here we go. I've got this one here. So I will send this out to you, but this script basically all it does is it says, and you can change it. So this is just a foundation that I'm working from. So I say, hi there, whatever, I trust you are doing well. This might be someone who I haven't contacted for a long time that I do know, but obviously you can change it. It's been a while since we've chatted, and we should definitely touch base again sometime soon. If you don't mind, I would like to get straight into the reason for me thinking of you and getting in touch with you. So this particular approach is one where I haven't spoken to the person for a long time, maybe years, 5, 10, whatever years. And I want to, I want to ask them, I want to find out, are they interested in, or what is their mindset? Are they interested in opportunities? Yes, no, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But at the end, listen, we still need to touch base and we still need to just get in touch again. But I have been thinking about you. And also another thing is what I'm saying is I want him to know straight away what is the reason that I'm getting in touch with him. I don't want him to feel that, I am false. So yes, I'm getting in touch with you now. Hey, how are you doing? Good. I'm building a relationship quickly. And then I'm going to, hey, are you open to any ideas? Boof. No, I'm not. Okay, we never talk again, And so then he thinks in his mind, the only reason Neil got in touch with me was because he wanted to ask me that question. Am I open to ideas? Do I want to buy his product or whatever, So let's me see why this thing is not making a noise. So the thing is, I like to let the person know straight from the beginning why I'm contacting you. So I put that straight away. I put it into my script and I go and I say, listen, yeah, if you don't mind, I would like to get straight to the reason why I am getting in touch with you or why I am messaging you. And that is because I'm involved in an exciting brand new venture in South Africa. And if you are open to new ideas or if you are entrepreneurial, you can use any of those words, I would like to share it with you. Either way, no worries. This is a very Fraser Brooks words. I love it. Either way, no worries. We should still get together and catch up. But I look forward to your reply. So this just gets straight into it. It tells the person, hey, how are you? This is me. This is us getting in touch with you again. But I hope you don't mind. But I'm just going to get straight into why I'm contacting you. And that is, I'm building a business or I'm involved in a new, venture. A brand new company in South Africa has just opened its doors. If you know that the person is involved in network marketing, you can say, there's a brand new network marketing company in South Africa. Have you heard of Chapter 8? Just get straight. Why do you want to hide something? Or why do you want to, at this point, you just want the person, you want to get straight to the point as nicely as possible and as straightforward as possible. So so that is how I generally do approach people, especially the cold market. If I approach someone who I haven't chatted for a long time, this is how I do it. If I approach someone who's on Facebook and something that I've seen or something that I like, I will, like, for example, say, hey, I see that you are involved in network marketing. I love network marketing and I've found a product or I am using a product that is so geared for us network marketers. Are you open to anything else? Are you open to look at something else as well, to build another income stream? So that is the one script. And that is how I just get the door open. That is how I just get things started. I'm actually just give me a second. I'm going to switch my phone off because I've got a lot of coming back here. So I'm going to just end this one. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, so now what do you do from here onwards? How do you go then? Now you've got several responses. What the person can respond in one of 3 ways. Either he can say nothing at all, or the person can say, no, I'm not interested. Now, any response is a win. Any response, whether it is yes or no. A no response, I've got a way how we're going to approach those, and I'll get to those later. It's called ghosted. I've never heard of the word ghosted until recently. Now I know what it means to be ghosted, and it happens. It happens a lot in network marketing. In any case, I'll get to being ghosted. So if the person answers no, then it's cool. Then you just carry on building the relationship. You carry on with the conversation. You're like, hey, that's awesome, you know, but hey, listen, we still need to get together. How's your kids? Or how's this? Or, you know, you need to build relationships, because it's those relationships that are going to turn into, you know, people joining your network later on. If the person says yes, then what I would say is something to this effect. Awesome. I thought you would be. That is why I contacted you. Or that is great. And I just leave that part out if I don't know the person at all. And then you can say, I watched a presentation on the company, the products and opportunity in a Zoom call that was recorded. It's about 30 minutes long. I know we are all very busy. So when will you have time to watch it? So what you want to do is you want to then go and you want to tell this person, listen, yeah, I have a presentation that I would like you to watch. When do you have time to watch it? And the reason I ask that is so that I can know when I can follow up. So I don't want to just send the Zoom link to the person, because he might not be available right now to watch it, or tomorrow. And then tomorrow I call back and then I say, hey, listen, yeah, were you able to watch it? What did you think? What did you like? No, I haven't had time yet to watch it. So that is why I just throw that out of the window and I say straight away, I'm like, hey, listen, yeah, I watched this, or I would like you to see a little bit more in detail. What I can send you is a Zoom recording. It's about 30 minutes long. It goes through the entire company, and also it shows incentives and some competitions that we have for specifically August. When will you have time to watch this? And then when the person says, okay, tomorrow, or contact me again next week, then what do? I go into Little Black Book. I set up a callback reminder. A callback reminder to contact this person next week, and then to say, listen, do you have time now? Can we follow up on this or whatever, you know? Then the person goes, they watch it, or they say, yes, I can watch it now, or I can watch it tomorrow, and then you send it when they can watch it. Then you send them the last Zoom call that we did with the presentation, and then the incentive and the competition for this month. It was one of the morning calls that I did with you guys, and that one has received quite some successful response. So you send them that link then you follow up in about an hour's time, and you ask, what did you like about chapter 8? Or, you know, is there anything that you found that resonated with you in what you saw? And hey, are you going to join me? Are we going to do this together? What do you think? Is this something that you would like to do? Now, let's go. If the person doesn't, so then you just take it from there. Then whatever the person says or whatever you do, you just then take it from there. They might have questions, and those questions you might ask in the group, and we might help you. It might even be nice, you can ask the person, yeah, hey, would you like to be added to a group, you know, where we have all new people, you know, and you can ask questions there. You can see what's happening in our group. And then by all means, add them to any one of our WhatsApp groups so that they can learn. Now, what happens if you've been ghosted? So what you do is, in about a day or two, if the person hasn't responded, and especially on Messenger, you can see when they've seen the message. Sometimes on WhatsApp, they don't have a ticked when it shows when they have read the message. But in any case, but you can then follow up with the person, and you can say something to the effect of, hey there, John, I noticed that you've seen my message, or that my message has been delivered, but you have not responded yet. And then you send that just as is with the ... You send that. Then you can send a sad or a GIF emoji. I love GIFs. I love these. You know, I have a couple that I use. Then you send one of those just to kind of like, you know, I did this with the lady once. And yoch, it was so awesome because I couldn't believe it just worked like so well. As soon as I sent her, If you could let me know either way, I would massively appreciate it. She responded straight away. She said, sorry, Neil, I haven't gotten back to you. Life has just been so crazy, but yes, I would love to hear what you have got to offer, or what you have. So after I sent this to her, after she ghosted me for 2 days, immediately after I sent this, she responded to me. And then I could carry on with the conversation. Then I could carry on with what I wanted to share with her. And then whether it goes either way, it doesn't matter. I got a response. A response is a win. When you tally up all your scores, or when you tally up all your contacts, you need to go and see how many people have I posed the question. Are you open for an opportunity? Yes or no? How many of those ghosted you? How many of those haven't responded? How many of those have responded yes or no? And those all you need to tally up and get yourself a ratio. And what we need to do is we need to close that ratio. So we need to take it from every 50 people end up in a yes, they join. That is from a cold contact. And from those 50, 20 of them respond, 10 of them respond positively, and 1 of them join at the end of the day, And so we want to try and see if we can build that or decrease that ratio from 50 to 1, whatever it is, to 10 to 1, or as close as possible. And then you just send that and have them responded, and then you just take the conversation however you want to. They might have questions. You might want to then send them and put them in a group and stuff like this. But this has worked for me, and this is how I initiate that contact, especially with cold calls. Now, people who I haven't contacted for a long time, I also put them under the category of cold calls, But what you need to do now is you need to go and you need to have a look at how many people are you going to contact? How many people are you going to send to this Zoom call? You need to set yourself that goal. You need to say, I want to send this Zoom meeting to 5 people. And then all you do is you just contact until you send those 5 people the Zoom calls. And then you need to start refining what works for you. What works for you in how you can contact. We've had some beautiful, presentations, or people that have sent things that they send out and whatever. Those are awesome, and yes, those are very nice to use and stuff like that. And I would encourage us to have a look at those as well and build a database of where we can call that. But let's see, are there any responses? Do we have any responses with regards to this stuff? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Do we have any responses, or do we have any feedback, any questions at this point? Has any of what I have shared with you tonight, has any of it, is it giving you a little bit of something to work with? Is it giving you something that you can use? Thank you, Stel. Good stuff. And also Yolandi. Yes, getting a yes definitely from Yolandi. Wow, man, I love that, because yes, there are people who I can learn from the most, and Yolandi, Tia is one of those people, and they are just so active all the time. But everything else that you guys are sending, Jennifer, you are also very busy. Leanne, you guys are incredible, and I learn a lot from you guys. And so I thought, I would like to give back a little bit, and I would like to share with you things that I do and things that have worked for me. And this works for me is contacting people. I've noticed that you guys are very good in putting out content, and I need to get good with that. That is a weakness of me, is putting out contact. But what has worked for me, and something that I think that I would like to pass on to you, is contacting people direct. Get in touch with them, ask them the question. Don't be shy, don't be scared. Tell them, hey, listen, this is why I'm contacting you. Either way, whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you are interested or not, it doesn't matter. I have to ask the question, because I'm not going to know whether this is something that you would be interested in or not. So I need to ask that question, and you need to ask people that question. I think a lot of times we are too afraid And we don't have enough courage. I know, I'm speaking from experience. I speak from myself, building up the courage to actually ask people that question. But it's a mindset. When you think of yourself and you think, listen here, I have to ask you whether you are interested or not. Otherwise, I will never know, So please, you can even say that. Be honest with people. The more honest you are in network marketing, the more successful you are going to be. People want to see you. They want to see who you are. They don't want to see fake you. They don't want to see a conniving way of trying to hook you in or whatever, Let me have a look at some of the messages here. Maggie says, I'm so ready to join. Poor Leanne has got such a lot of patience. Shame. That is awesome, Maggie. Yes, we are excited to have you coming on board and getting this done with us. Okay, guys, awesome. I think tonight has been very productive. I think we have all learned a lot. I'm glad that I can share things with you, that I can share with you things that have worked for me. And I can just hope and pray that these things will work for you. If you find success, share it with us. When you try these things, give us feedback. So I want to give you all a challenge. I want to give you a challenge. I want to challenge you to put down a number, however you want to, it doesn't matter. But I want you to send as many of that Zoom call out to as many people as possible. And then I want you to come back to me and say, Neil, I've contacted 10 people. Out of those 10 people, I've sent out to 3. Okay? That is the only statistic I want. Okay? The rest we will see later on as we build on this. But I want you to set yourself a goal. I want to contact, tomorrow, I want to contact 20 people, and I'm not going to stop until I have contacted 20 people, regardless of the approach, of the response. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the response is. I want to contact 20 people. And remember, Carl has put a beautiful quote at the end of all of our presentations. What is that called? Success is measured, or success happens. How's that quote again? Through small acts on a continuous basis or on a daily basis. So it's those. It's a beautiful quote, and I'm sure some of you know it off by heart. But success comes through small efforts that you do continuously all the time on a continuous basis. Being, what is the word? I can't think of the word now. It doesn't matter. But I think we've said enough.
Consistent.
Being consistent. Being consistent. That is it. Be consistent. If you can only contact 5 people a day, which is not a lot, do it every single day. Contact 5 people every single day. Have someone that you report to. Okay? Whether it is your upline, whether it is me, whether it's Carl, whether it's someone that you like, whether it's Tia, whether it's Lisa or Paul or whoever, find someone to report to, because if you feel that responsibility that you need to report back to someone, then you will do the job. Then you will do what you need to do. Okay, guys, thank you very much. We've taken up about 45 minutes of your time. I really appreciate you giving up your time, giving up an evening so that we can do this and run through this. Good luck, guys. Happy building, and yeah, let's build a passive income. Let's build our passive business, passive income business. Let me